We are live. Welcome, everyone. And we're early, so we have a few minutes to get ready, get started. Yeah. Have everything you need. I didn't post a playlist today, but there are many playlists already. Anything for deep Hatha or Hatha Flow that I've put on my Spotify will work great. Even the relaxed deeply ones, the vinyasa ones, it will work. It depends on whether you like more chill music, upbeat, anything but the core. Core is more designed for hard workout sequence, and it tends to be more contemporary music, more rock music. But find one of my playlists on my Spotify, Gabriel Benjamin on Spotify, or choose your own, or practice with no music, anything you like. We're still ahead of schedule, so just gonna discuss some things a little bit, and we'll get started in a couple minutes. So, yeah, it's been a good weekend. I was teaching less than I was doing during the week, and it was very nice to do some other things and get a little bit refreshed. And I'm really happy to be back doing the live streaming classes. So if you can't catch the classes live, they all get saved. And if there's a day where I'm taking the day off and you want to do a class, the old ones, work great. If there's a favorite you have, you can do it more than once. Or if there's one you missed from previous weeks, then it's like a new class, even though it's in the archives. So options for classes across the board. On Wednesday morning, I've been doing a gentle yoga class with some restorative poses. And but there's a leaf blower in the neighborhood. I'm not sure if you've heard that much, how much that comes into the sound, but just between needing a little bit of a break in the middle of the week and there being some outside sound that's distracting, I've decided to not do Wednesday morning. But now I'm going to do Friday night at 6 p.m. doing a yin yoga class. So yin yoga may not be gentle exactly, but it's not strenuous from a strength perspective. It is intense from holding poses for a long time, and some of the things, put a lot of pressure on the bones, like the dragon pose and the swan pose, might be more than what you would do in a restorative class, but it's super chill, and it's not going to tire out your body, and it's something that I'm really looking forward to teaching. So this Friday, check in for the first official yin class. We've been doing some sort of yin-like stuff in the gentle, like here and there, like peppered in, but this will be an official yin class where we really hold the poses and stretch for a long time. So that should be really good. Today's class is Hatha Flow, and we move a bit, but it's not rushed, and we hold poses, and generally we have a good time. And you can adapt the class as you like, as you see fit. If you like more vigorous class, then add in some vinyasas. And if you don't like the movements, then you can just stay in the base pose instead of doing the movements. So you can do more or less with both movement and also effort level. Effort level comes from both moving and holding. So sometimes you come out of a pose a little sooner, sometimes you hold the pose a little longer. It's really up to you what you get out of the class. And that's one of the nice things about having this home studio environment. You set the heat at what suits you. You open windows if you prefer that. You play the music you want to hear. You practice in the clothes you want to wear. Maybe your pajamas even. Maybe your bathrobe. I might get in the way a little bit. But anyhow, so welcome to class. And now it's officially time to begin. So let's go ahead and begin in a comfortable seat. I feel very comfortable sitting on my heels like this, but you might much prefer sitting cross-legged or sitting on a bunch of cushions. So do what you need to do to feel good in your body, right? One of the main things we're here for is to feel good in our body and focus on the breath. Breathe in and expand. And breathe out and let go. Continue breathing very full. Exhaling completely. Take a couple more rounds. A very deep breath. And then let's go ahead and gradually loosen up the neck, tucking the chin to the chest. And gently go back and forth. And chin to chest. And work on lifting the chest and keep the chin down. And lengthen through the neck. Let's roll the shoulders a few times. Deep breathing. Both directions. And then shift to the hands and knees. And roll out the back. And ease back to child's pose and breathe very deep. And let's come back to hands and knees. And take some little bows. Let's go ahead and press back to downward dog. And then walk to the top of the mat. And fold over the legs and fold the arms. You can have a little bend in the knees if you need. Otherwise, letting the arms hang down. And put a bend in the knees. And stand up straight, lift the arms, and then bend the arms and stretch the triceps. Take a very subtle twist to the right, and then a subtle twist to the left. Come back to center, arms extend, and fold back down. Walk to plank pose. And then put the knees down and lower all the way. Inhale, easy cobra. Come on down. And inhale, locust. And come on down. Inhale, cobra. And release. And inhale, back to hands and knees. Option plank, or go right to down dog. Otherwise, a breath or two here. Strong hands and feet. And come back to downward dog. And lift the hips high. Child's pose. And let's go ahead and come up to sitting or kneeling and take a big step up with the right foot. Runner's pose. Hold the runner's pose. Or if you like, lift a bit. And if it feels good, you can even extend the arms. Hands come down. Exhale. 8-part bow. And then inhale, cobra. Just use the arms a little bit and keep the shoulders open and relaxed. And come on down. And use the core and lift. And let's take a little child's pose. And come on up to sitting or kneeling and take a big step up with the left foot. Step twice if you need. Make sure the knee's above ankle. And then if you like, you can keep the hands down or lift and hold the thigh. And you might even feel good lifting and extending the arms. But only do this if it feels good and you can breathe. And hands down. Come back to hands and knees. Take an 8-part bow. Inhale, cobra, and exhale, lower. Use the core and lift, and now we'll take downward dog. Walk lightly to the top of the mat and fold deeper over the legs. Straighten the back, straight back lift, and bring the arms up. And hands to heart. Just taking a moment to breathe and ground. Go ahead and relax the arms. And now we'll do a classic sun salute. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, fold over the legs. Right leg steps back. Runner stretch. And then let's transition to an 8-part bow. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, lower. Inhale, hands and knees, option plank. Downward dog. Right foot steps up. Nice and light. You might need to step twice, but ultimately you'll move slow and light, and that will help your core. And then we'll glide in. Again, very smooth. And straighten the back, maybe bend the knees. Stand up straight. Arms lift. And let's flow right into the next side. Left leg back. Runner. Take hands and knees. Lower. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, lower. Use the core and lift. Tuck under the toes. Plank. Or just go right to down dog. And glide back. Then left foot steps up. Very light. Use your abdominals and your hip flexors to control the movements. You're getting stronger and more flexible by moving gracefully. And then flow into Uttanasana. And lengthen the spine. Stand on up. Arms lift. Hands to heart. Arms relax. Feet parallel. Chair pose a little bit or very deep, putting weight in the heels and drawing into the abdomen. Breathing. And hands down. Walking the legs back. Holding the plank. Deep breath. And knees down. Let's go ahead and turn sideways and walk or hop the feet apart. Lengthen out through the spine. Keep the chest open. Deep breath. Spread the toes. And then draw into the core. And stand on up. Open up the right foot. Take the left arm behind the back. Bend the knee and rest the elbow to the thigh, opening the chest and opening the right knee. Side ankle. Back leg strong. And then come on up and relax the arms and legs. Turning the back foot in and opening the left foot. Bending the knee above the ankle, the arms behind the back. Left arm very light on the thigh. Breathe. And then come on up and center the feet. Hands down. And option to hold the ankles. Then bring the hands forward and bring the legs together. Take a downward dog and then turn to face the normal direction on the mat. Relax the head down and lift the hips high. You can stay here or even rest in child. If you want to work into an up dog or a cobra, you can do a nice little flow to stretch. Do a back bend. It helps to get some energy going in the body. Back bends are energizing, as well as nice stretches for the muscles and the joints. Remember to breathe. And we'll go ahead and walk or jump to the top of the mat. And fold over the legs. Again, chair pose. Standing pose. Deep breath, forward salute, and if you'd like, gentle back bend, and exhale, downward dog. Child's pose. And come on up to sitting or kneeling, and take a big step up with the right foot. Crescent lunge. Deep breath. And let's see how smooth our footwork is by taking a spin. You can pass through a star shape and integrate the core, and then spin back. Adjust how open the legs are, side to side, and take crescent lunge facing back. And then again, working on the spin, drawing into the abs, pass through star shape position, open the back foot so it's wide enough, crescent lunge facing front, and then hands down. Left arm stays down, right arm up. Deep breath. And come on down. Glide back, downward dog. Yeah. Knees on the floor. Relax, child. And breathe. And come on up and take a big step up with the left foot and take crescent lunge on the left side. And then make a spin, facing back. And then make a spin facing forward. Hands down. Right hand stays down. Left arm up. Rotated runner. Deep, deep breath. And come on down. Glide back. Downward dog. And knees on the floor. Turn to the side and hop the feet apart. Have the toes pointing in. Lengthen through the spine. Draw into the core. Stand on up. Open up the right foot and the arms. Have the foot open completely. Lengthen through the right leg. Have the top arm extended. Open the chest. Open the back hip. Roll the front hip out. Triangle pose. You can be higher up if you need. Only go low down if you can really stay open in the chest and align your shoulders, hips, and ankles, all with the core. Lift a bit and bring the hands to heart. Now extend the arms and keep opening the chest. Come back to the second phase and then come back to a basic triangle and come on up. Center the feet, and if anything, turn the right foot in and open the left foot completely, 90 degrees or even a little more. If your hip's tight and your knee doesn't open, take a little bit of a triangle, and if it feels like you can align and breathe, and you take a deeper one, the breath, you should consider the breath part of your alignment, right? You're aligning your lungs, aligning the mind, aligning your concentration so that you can also focus on good physical form. Shoulders, ankles, hips, abdominals, all in a relative same plane. And then come on up and bring the hands to heart and arms extend. The arms are a little bit wide. You open the chest. And come on back, hands to heart. And come back to a basic triangle and come on up and center the feet. Hinge down and extend the arms forward. Deep breath. And then bring the hands back. Next, take a spin to one side, runner's pose. And if you'd like, you can bring the arms up or keep the hands on the floor or the knee. And then hands come down. And then let's do a spin to the opposite leg. Runner's pose, hands on the floor or up here or lift, whatever works for you. Remember to breathe. And then from here, we'll do a nice downward dog pose. And knees slowly lower to the floor. Feel the core with that slow movement. Come all the way down. Inhale, cobra. And come all the way down. Arms extend overhead. Inhale, lifting the arms and legs. Exhale, release. And then taking the Sphinx. And deep breath. And come on down. Use the core and lift. And exhale, downward dog. Child's pose. And come back to hands and knees. You put the elbows on the ground and walk the legs way back. Plank on the elbows, having a flat back, hips level with the shoulders, and tucking the tailbone. And then come on down and work on lifting the chest. And if you like, lengthen the arms. Come on down. Hands alongside the chest. Now let's do cobra pose. And exhale, release. Hands can come to the low ribs. You can do up dog or just lift to neutral. Lift and open the chest. And then draw into the core, downward dog. And child's pose. And let's go ahead and come on back to hands and knees. And then one more round, putting the elbows on the ground, lengthening the legs, and taking the elbow plank. Deep breath. And Sphinx. And you do this pose again and again, even though it might seem a bit monotonous, you become just more proficient in what we're aiming to achieve here, opening in the chest and creating a reshaped spine, so undoing negative effects of slouching, creating more natural length in the spine. And if it feels good to do more, lengthen the arms, but just feel free to stay in the first phase. You don't want the shoulders to be bunched up around the neck, roll them back and down. Try and open the chest and really breathe into that space. Reach back through the feet, ground through the pinky toenails, and breathe. Come on down. And using the core to lift, exhale. Downward dog. And we'll inhale to a normal plank and lower all the way. Extend the arms overhead. Inhale, lift arms and legs. And exhale, release. Bring hands and feet together. And inhale, lift with hands and feet together. This is more strengthening, so you don't have to lift as high, but do lengthen and breathe. And we'll come on down. Bring the hands near the low ribs. And inhale, lift to cobra or up dog. You could also just lift to neutral. And draw into the core. Let's come back to downward dog. Deep breath. Let's put the knees down wide and take a wide child. And come back to hands and knees. And let's take the right arm under and lay down into it. Extend the opposite arm overhead. Breathe. Let's go ahead and come on up and take opposite arm across and enjoy the breath. And release from that stretch. And let's switch to having the legs out from underneath. So pass through kneeling for a moment, bring your legs out, draw your hips back, and lift the arms. Lift the chest, very, very much so. And just hold here a little bit, taking some time to feel the length and strength of the pose. Really emphasize that lift of the chest. It actually takes a lot of hamstring flexibility and core to do that. And then keep that relative lift of the chest relatively open through here as you reach forward through the sternum and relax down the back of the neck. And release the forward bend. We'll go ahead and open the feet a little bit and gently hold the thigh, roll the hip on the right leg, and roll the hip on the left leg. And now we're nice and loosened up in our hips so we can sit cross-legged. So maybe sit on a blanket or a pillow if you have one, or just roll your mat up to make a natural bolster. Just sit cross-legged, draw your hips back. Rest your arms on your thighs. Sit very, very tall. Shoulders back a little bit. And let's just close the eyes for about a minute, taking 5 deep breaths. Come on back to the body. Switch which leg is in front. And then go ahead and take a little lateral bend. One arm down, the other arm over. Other side. Come back to center. Right ear, right shoulder. And then other side. Come back to center. Let's try that little quiet time, one more time. So about a minute just with the eyes closed, sitting tall and taking 5 breaths or so. And we'll come on back to the body. Let's go ahead and adjust and have one leg extended. Lift the arms, draw into the abdominals, and twist to the bent leg. It doesn't even matter which side. Opening the shoulders and breathing deep. Let's go ahead and unwind. We'll adjust to the other side. Take time to lift and lengthen. And exhale, twist to the bent leg. And enjoy that nice deep stretch. Come on back to center. And next we're going to release onto the back. So scoot up on the mat so there's lots of room. Lay back and down when you're ready. Very smooth. And take a nice knees to chest. Give yourself a well-deserved hug and gently roll side to side. And feet to the ground. Go ahead. Widen the feet and bend the knees in a little bit. See how that feels. And take 5 deep breaths. And feet come back to center. Have them about as wide as the hips and parallel, likewise to the thighs, and lift and open the chest. Use the hands to push up on the glutes, open up in the chest, shoulders tuck under, and breathe. And come on down. Yeah, let's do that again. Second round of bridge. Enjoy opening up in the chest. Don't tuck the chin too much. Have the chest working toward the chin versus the other way around. Hug the knees in just a tad. The hands under the glutes or blocks under the glutes can really help. And slowly come down. Feet wide. Knees bend in. And feet together. And knees open, butterfly stretch. If you like, you can take the hands under the head, use them as a natural cushion, or rest one hand to the solar plex, one hand to the heart area. Breathe into the hands. Whatever helps you to just relax and relax deeply with the breath.
Go ahead and lift the knees. Exhale, knees to chest. And let's take a nice little twist. Legs to left, body to right. And other side. And when you feel nice and complete, let's take deep relaxation. Shavasana or any pose that suits you to just relax and let go. Breathing effortlessly and enjoying this time for peace and tranquility.
Go ahead and deepen the breath. Wiggle the fingers and toes. And slowly take knees to chest. Give yourself one more big hug. Gradually come on up. And take a comfortable seat. Sit nice and tall. Breathe deep. Do a clearing breath and then 3 ohms. Breathing in, if you can, through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. And then inhaling for Om. Namaste. All right. Wonderful practice, everyone. Happy Monday. Doing core conditioning tonight at 6 o'clock California time. Check that out if you like. Please leave a donation if you can, or just like, click, comment, share the video. It's a great contribution if you're not having the finances. Let's stay in touch, leaving comments about how the practice was for you. You can post a picture of yourself or your practice space or just a nature picture. It's nice to interact. So please do that if you're on the Facebook, and you can do that. I'm going to say goodbye to the YouTube Live and then give a wave to my Facebook people. Goodbye, YouTube Live. Best wishes.